So, one of the things I think about a lot when it comes to being prepared is power. We are out in the country with a bunch of trees around us, and it seems pretty easy to lose power pretty quickly. Unfortunately, a full solar array is neither in our budget or really in our capacity because of said trees, but there are a couple ways that I am incorporating just a tiny bit of resiliency so that we can keep the most important things going as in case of emergency. So I wanted to share the different little solar arrays that I use every day or as needed to give you some ideas of what a stopgap between a full solar array on your roof and nothing looks like. So the first one that I'm setting up now is this All Powers mini portable power station. I love this. This backup battery comes with these solar panels pre-set up and they're really great. It has worked really well for me so far. I've had it for about half a year and I've used it a couple times. It holds its charge exceptionally well. Very easy to store. This one is a pretty small one just because they are expensive. This is gonna charge a phone or a laptop. It'll power some string lights for a while, but it's not gonna, be powering your fridge or anything like that, although you can get these kind of batteries that will do that. I had a look, this one has gotten quite a bit more expensive than when I first purchased it. It's now hovering around $370. I will link it below if you want to look at it. Oh yeah, and my favorite thing about this is that you can actually be powering something, so you can be charging a phone while also charging the battery. Not everything does that, and I really, really like that about this piece. The next one is this little string light. I assume it's for camping. This is a Christmas present from my parents, and I believe it came from REI. Again, I'll link everything below. But this again is just a nice, super quick charge that is easy to toss in a bag as you're going somewhere for camping, for hanging out outside, or, in an emergency if you don't know where you're gonna be ending up sleeping. It's a nice little thing to have on hand. Next, we'll get into the super basics, solar lights. I think this is so important, especially if you're out, kind of further out in the country like us. If you lose power, it is exceptionally dark outside, so I have some simple solar powered lights that hang in our front window as well as a long line that leads to the cabin. And it's just a nice way to provide a little bit of additional light, and of course they can always come inside if need be. Inside here I have a string of lights which is not solar, but I will show you how I use them using solar power. These little lights are so great. I've had them for over a year. I've left them outside the whole time and they have consistently worked. I've never changed the battery. I've never done anything. They are great. The same goes for this little string of lights. Provides a lot of light and they're really cute. Again, I will drop my recommendation down below, but these have lasted for so long and I really like them. So here I am fiddling around. There is a little kind of flashlight thing on that battery that helps you get set up while you're trying to figure out how to start this thing. I don't use it that often, obviously, but as you can see, I am just lighting up the cabin with that string of lights using this battery. And I think in the end it said it had about 34.5 hours worth of power. So I mean, that's quite a long time to be running just a single string of lights. You could obviously be charging your phone in that time. And that's just a couple of examples of how I use solar almost every day in my house. If you have any questions about the specific products, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Bye!